7:02, I will call this meeting of the Trustees of Soldiers and Sailors Memorials to order this Thursday, May 9th, from the GCTV conference room. I'll take attendance by roll call vote. Justin Stone.
Here.
Matt Often.
Here.
Sean McCavey.
Here.
Andy Gilberg.
Yep.
Bob Toma, Vice Chair, here. And we're off. First item on the agenda is approval of previous meeting minutes. Everybody get copies of the minutes?
I approve them.
Andy's approved. Stoney?
Aye.
Okay, so I'll take a roll call vote. All in favor of accepting, I need a motion first.
Motion to accept the minutes as written.
Second.
Motion and a second. By roll call vote. Andy?
Aye.
Sean?
Aye.
Matt?
Aye.
Stoney?
Aye.
And Vice Chair votes aye. Those are accepted. All right, next item is Old Cemetery flagpoles with Darrell's name listed. Was he supposed to attend, Stoney?
He cannot. I talked to him this afternoon. He said that he is tied up with between 5 and 9 with one of his kids that's doing something in schools. I don't know if it's a play or something, but he's committed every night, so he's stuck in between. He said he could not make it.
Okay. But did he tell you that?
Did give me an update.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. He told me that as far as he knew, they had not been purchased. As far as Mr. Stone said, that we were all set, the town was going to purchase them, but Darrell has not heard anything. He has a new issue down there. He had to let a couple people go this week. He doesn't know if he has enough people to install them. If they do come in before Memorial Day, I think it's a scrub. But we'll buy them, get them installed whenever we can, hopefully for Veterans Day, and it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Any update on Justin?
Well, last time we had him in the meeting, I asked him, we had the flagpoles and we had the flags. So maybe he meant that he had the locations and we just needed to go buy them. But he told me all he needed was the locations, and Sean went and took a look at the locations.
I guess the location is where they put the markers that are gonna be technically around the flagpole on the side, somewhere on the side. But as far as Mr. Roberts says, he says they have not been purchased yet, Justin. Unless the town purchased them themselves and they're on the way or something, but he does not have ownership of them by touching them.
Okay. Sean, what's the update on the location?
We met Tuesday, and if you walk in the entrance, straight down, it's past the pine tree. We're going to go about, say, 20 feet past that big pine tree, and they will be in that line, separated by about 15 to 18 feet. So, yeah, as Andy just said, once they get them, we have a spot to put them in barring manpower or whatever,
right,
lack of manpower.
Right now he doesn't have enough people to do it. Right. He does want to do it as sooner than later, but he does, as far as he's concerned, they have not been purchased and they're not on the way.
Well, okay. So I guess that has to come
either
through
the
TA's office or something.
Yeah.
All right, Stoney, I'll touch base with Evan tomorrow morning and see if he's got any input. I mean, we can get an outside contractor to put poles in, right?
The town will do it for no. It'll be about $800 for somebody to come in from the outside. Then they got to do engineering and everything else before they put it in and the whole 9 yards to get.
So in theory, we could get them installed, even if it's not Darrell and his team that do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will the town pay it though?
The impression I get every time I talk to Evan or other members of staff around town is that they will support us any way they can, so.
Okay.
I wonder if, DPW could do that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They certainly have the equipment and the manpower.
right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And Kevin Gallagher's pretty easy to find, so.
Yeah.
I wanna recognize Lucas Remillard walked into the room, just for the recording, so everybody knows. Alright, anything else you wanna say about this, Stoney?
Yeah, I'm looking back at some of my old emails with Daryl, and he said he has the flagpoles on hold with American Flag, and he was working to get an invoice, and he was working to get the flags made as well. So I'm not for sure if he had everything and then it just kind of stopped there.
Is
But
that-
before you go with Evan, I would touch base with Daryl and see how far along he is in with this, because some of the later emails, and this was September of last year. I
Was that the company on Route 9 in Shrewsbury?
Yes, yes.
think so.
That's one that, they changed names middle of summer.
Yeah.
Or late fall, and, so the new guys supposedly holding the flags, poles, they have not been purchased.
Alright.
I believe when we talked Tuesday, Daryl said that, yes, the paperwork was submitted. I think he assumed it was being processed. That may have been, maybe they were just put
Right.
in the inbox and didn't make it to the outbox.
Alright,
That's what it sounds like, is there's probably a paperwork issue, so, Bob, I'd touch base with Daryl first.
alright. I'll reach out to Daryl and then failing that, I'll speak with Evan.
Yeah.
Alright, any other comments on flagpoles? Okay, Sampson Square flagpole rededication ceremony. Stoney, that's you, you're up.
Yep, so I was thinking about this, we were trying to do it for Flag Day, there was a lot of moving pieces, it was a great idea. I just don't see how we're gonna get it done between now and then. So, I don't want to rush this, I think we need to do some research on these rededications and dedication ceremonies, and, sorry, and come up with a good plan for when we do it. And maybe now that we're moving forward with the flagpole, we look to do them at the same time moving forward. So I wanna put this on hold from June. I know we were trying to get the Sampson ceremony done before Memorial Day, but I said I don't want it to be rushed and it not be a good job.
Stoney, we're
Things too that need to be considered last meeting.
Stoney, we're the main drivers of this event, correct? There's nobody else pushing?
Nobody else pushing.
Yeah, it was us.
Okay. Any other input? Okay. Moving on, next item is the Jim Gallagher plaque, and that's assigned to Sean.
I spoke with Kevin Gallagher and told him that we were, in addition to the memorial walk, we were also working on getting a plaque to honor his father. And I wanted to discuss with him and the family the wording of the plaque. And I asked him if it was okay if we say take wording from the obituary, which really had a lot of good stuff in it. And he said he had no problem with that at all. So yeah, he's very happy that we're doing both. So, and I told him once we put together some, like I said, words for the plaque, we'll run it by them, let them see it first, and then obviously you'll make additions, deletions from there. So that's where we stand at the moment. The family is happy and all in favor, so. Okay.
On board no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any comments around the room?
Yeah, just on that one, I did talk to the principal and the superintendent, they were both on board if we wanna put it up, at the high school, right outside the auditorium.
Oh, cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, Sean, do you think, we have our normal quarterly meeting for the trustees in June? Do you think we can put together something for the plaque in June?
Say that again?
The words for the plaque,
Yes,
it sounds like we pretty much got an idea of what we can pull.
yes,
Can we get something together by our next meeting in June?
A draft.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I left my hearing aids at home.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Stoney.
All right, moving on, we have Gold Star Mothers, that's Andy's.
Okay, I got some information from the state of Massachusetts called Gold Star Record, and it has all of the Gold Star mothers to date for World War I, all nicely identified, and I've done the research to find out where four of the families live, and they lived and have lived and are now buried in Grafton cemeteries. World War I have no record at all for World War II or Korean War. We had a lot more die in World War II than we had die in World War I, and I have no idea for Korea. So I made some phone calls. Jeff Farrell with VSO put me in touch with a Leslie Arsenault. She's in charge of the local chapter of Gold Star Mothers, and she had some good information for me. And she turned me over to another gentleman named Michael Moore, and he's in Project Hope, something like that. And he has supposedly an organization that is acting similar to DAV in helping veterans as they come back. He has a world of information. He may have a listing of all of the state-known Gold Star Mothers for all of the towns. Then I'll have to research which ones are applicable to us and then find out where they're buried, and research is not done yet. Anyways, what Mr. Stone said, I have $20 per flag, and this is basically what I'm proposing. Instead of flying a 3x5 flag, which requires a flagpole, this is similar to what you're going to hang your wreaths off of. This, because it has this type of deal. Mm-hmm. I think the same hook will work for this. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Basically, that's what it is, guys. Pass it around if you want. You just get it back to me. So it looks like it's $17 and change. I get them from Amazon. They have many in stock. And rather than buy the 4 that we need right now, until I know what the rest of it is, I'm going to shelf my project until I have all my research done, then come back with a price and let you tell me how many you want to buy.
We're just going to hold it up and see if we can get it on camera. I'll even point to it.
It's 14 inches wide, 18 inches tall, and it'll be flown right next to the American flag for the mother's son that passed. He'll have the American flag, and the flag holder, she'll have this. And this, I don't think we should leave out all summer or leave out until November. I think this is more or less Memorial Day, and a few days afterwards, maybe a week, because I don't know how sturdy these things are going to be. They're polyester, they'll fade. I really don't want to keep buying these at $17 a pop. You know, so it is what it is. So we'll set up some type of schedule. When we'll leave the flags out for as long as the veterans want to leave them, but we'll determine. So we're going to buy these things. We'll have to replace them if they get ruined. We'll make a decision on how long to keep them out.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Are the military archives still stored in Worcester?
No, technically military archives are run out of Milford.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, they moved them there.
Yeah, moved them there. They don't record much information about Gold Star Mothers. Like I say, this was something put together by a Commission of Massachusetts part in the World War Gold Star Record of Massachusetts. If you look at this thing, it's that thick. It has everybody from World War I in every every town in the Commonwealth. Okay, so this is a subset of it, a page and a half. Did the research, found this, found who killed on our honor roll, and then dug in and found out where the parents are buried. Okay. There are other cheaper ones, but they're flimsy. I mean, they're little tiny things. There's some medallions we can stick on the stone. It's that I think will do it.
So if it gets us through, let's say 2 seasons,
I think if we take care of them, it'll be longer than that.
it'll buy us time to find a suitable replacement.
Correct. No, if we right now we get 4. If we had 8 or 9, at this price right now it's $17. Everything's gone crazy. The regular little markers, the little flag hoses that we bought in 2015 for $5 a piece, they're $21.99.
Wow.
Plastic. Okay, I got a deal on that too, but I gotta talk to somebody later on that. Off record, before you guys go home, I want to show you this because I want to apply it to Stoney's next week if we can get it in on that the bottom, the $48 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Need to talk about it.
Okay.
But I'm done with this thing for right now until I get the research.
Yep.
Stoney, did you say something?
Yeah, I would be good if we went ahead and bought 4 right now, so we can see the quality of them. And then, since Sean's already got an idea for making markers for hanging them, we could go ahead and be like, okay, well, let's make some of those as well now. You know, those stakes for the wreaths. And if you're saying that we can go ahead and, you know, use that same kind of design for these flags, it might be good to go ahead and get a couple of them now, just to see what we're working with and see if that's a possible solution.
To buy, I agree with you, Stoney, but to put them out, no. I do not want to put 4 out for World War I and have someone notice from World War II or Korea, how come we don't get any?
No,
You know?
not to put out.
No, can't, not until we have them all, then we put them all up.
Right, but we know that we need at least 4.
Right.
If buy 4 now, that'll give us some time to work with them and figure out the best way forward on them.
Okay. This Leslie Arsenal, she's looking into a better price for me for the same thing. They're a big organization. I may be able to buy it through them at a discount. I'm looking into that too. Don't get old. Your brain goes nuts. If I remember, I'll bring it up again.
We'll circle back at the end of the
Okay.
meeting. All right. Any other comments?
Oh, I did.
There it is.
I got it. Okay, September 27th this year goes down Mother's Day. If I have all the research done and can locate enough of these things for everyone that we want to buy them for, if we do not put them out for during the year, okay, I would like to put them out short time between September 27th and Veterans Day, okay, that's about a month, and have a ceremony here at the town hall to honor Gold Star Mother's Day. Okay, that's their day for this year, 2024, September 27th. They're going to honor the Gold Star Mothers nationally on that same date. If we can come up with enough of these things to present, to put out, and be happy we got everybody by that date, it'd be a great time to have something. And then we present it from our group here to the town.
Okay.
Any other comments? Stoney, you good?
I'm good.
Okay. Buying wreaths for Memorial Day, Sean.
Okay, I sent an attachment with the minutes. I believe everybody should have got it. That price of round figure $25, $26. I would like to see us buy at least 8, as I believe that's the amount we need for
To the common.
the common. Right, so we can get those now. Oh, I'm assuming they come in on time. You know, we can use those for the Memorial Day ceremony at the Common. So I guess I would need a,
So how much are we talking?
if it's 8 times 25, $200.
$200.
Okay, so I don't believe we have to make a motion to spend the money, but it's nice to have it in the record,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
And so if somebody makes a motion with the total not to exceed X, and then we vote on it,
Okay.
we're good to go.
In the event there's a shipping charge, which.
That's why you say not to
Right,
exceed,
right,
yeah,
so
Probably
if we're
like
saying
$250.
$200, let's say not to exceed $250.
Okay, and if you make it 300, it gives you just that much, because you're not
Okay,
committing
sure.
to spending it,
Yes.
but, you know, it's
Okay,
just.
then-
Authorized,
Great,
you don't have
okay.
to commit to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, $5,000.
Buys a lot of cough syrup.
No, I need some of that, Sonny.
Okay, so,
So if somebody makes a motion, we get a second, and then we vote, we
Right.
go forward.
okay,
So I'll make a motion, we authorize, spending of up to $300, on the REITs, 8 REITs, to be used for Memorial Day on the Common.
I second that motion.
All right, moved and seconded. We'll do roll call vote. Stoney?
can we have a little discussion on
I'm
this
sorry,
for a second?
discussion, yep.
Last night at the Memorial Day planning meeting over the Post, a lot of the commanders were saying they would like to see, maybe this be not the last year we use all those old wreaths, but if they can find a way to kind of move faster replacing the old wreaths that we have. Because a lot of them are just old and disrepair, and for the parade, or the day rather, they put them out at one cemetery, then someone picks them up and hurries them up to the next one. You know, so we'd like to have enough so that we don't have to keep juggling
Yeah.
wreaths.
What's that number?
That's about 72
yeah.
to 80, yeah, that's a lot of wreaths to buy all at once.
So, what are they really saying? They want to speed the process up, but
Well, we had talked about phasing in, okay, so what they're saying is, so for this year, we're okay, but if we can find a way to maybe, between this year and next year, maybe we can make a bulk purchase.
let me rephrase. So are
Okay.
they looking for financial assistance, or are they looking for?
Oh, they don't wanna buy it.
They don't want,
So they want us to,
Oh, yes.
they want the
100%.
town
They want the town to get involved,
Yeah.
okay.
to get involved, and, yeah, they're looking for more, on that note too, they're looking for more input, or more, not input, more involvement is the word I'm looking for,
Okay.
from the town.
All right. So now the question there is, what's the not to exceed number for that?
What's the number overall?
Yeah.
Those are about 20.
you said
If we're
20.
saying $25 a piece,
Times,
Times 72.
72,
call it 80.
yeah.
80, yeah.
Do we have a wreath picked out though? Because that's what this has always been about, is we were gonna buy a whole wreath that was already put together, and then they were going to look at having somebody that was crafty come in to build wreaths. So there's always been this back and forth, nobody has wanted to commit to what wreath we actually are gonna do.
My opinion is we're never gonna find the time to create crafty wreaths.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, $2,000 for wreaths, that's a lot
It's
of,
a long way.
money, and
Yeah.
our budget isn't that high.
How long have the current REITs lasted?
How long have they had them?
10 years, 10, 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
Or more.
I've been doing this for,
Yeah.
10 years, it's the same breeds.
Yeah, over and over and over.
Yeah.
And they store them in a shed outside, and sometimes they're wet when they put them away, and sometimes they're not. Okay, we're looking for the wreaths, a safe place to put them. Bob has offered storage here. You know, it's the whole deal. It's not just the wreaths. We gotta buy the cases to put them in. We gotta buy the rods to hold them up. So it's the whole process, not just the wreaths, but the rods
We
you're
don't have-
offering to buy.
Yeah, but we don't have to
I'll make.
get the whole nut all at once.
No, we don't,
Because, as we said, we can phase them in,
right?
all right? And we have containers already that are holding the 70 so wreaths we have. Because these are going to be a little bit bigger and not as, well, so
Right.
we need a few more Tupperwares and stuff like that. So-
They may be wider at the bottom than the ones we have.
Yeah, so I agree with you, but like, I just feel like we don't have to do the
No,
whole
no, no.
all at once.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if we replace 8 at a time, it's 10 years. I mean, we can't.
Well, no, we
can't
don't
do
wanna go
that.
10 years.
No,
We would
no.
like to.
So what's our number if we replaced 40?
1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
So, well, let me dig a little deeper.
I don't
If
wanna-
And depending on where you buy them from, if you're buying 40, you may
I was just gonna bulk.
might get a
get
discount.
bulk
price.
price.
And I don't wanna sound like I'm putting words in the town administrator's mouth, but
Yes.
he's made it clear to Stoney and I, Stoney will back me up, he's made it clear more than once that
Sure.
if we're in dire straits and need something,
Okay.
we are just,
Right.
you know,
Ask.
we approach, you know?
Now, one thing we all wanna think about right now, today is, May 9th.
May 9th, yeah.
The, budget goes out to what, 6:30, June 30? And then we start a new
Yeah.
budget on 7/1.
Yeah.
So let's spend some of the money we got, cause if you don't spend your money what you got, you don't get it back next time.
That's true. How much?
And that's
do you guys
100% true.
How much are we getting now?
have? Yeah.
That's what I was gonna bring up. We have $5,000 line item, Jeff just confirmed it for me a couple of weeks ago. So I don't mind spending it.
Is that confirmed, Tony, on both of these, committees, or only on soldiers and sailors?
Soldiers and Sailors has 5,000, BAC has 2,000 this year.
Okay,
Next year we will have 5,000 in both.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
All right, well
what-
then,
What's in the budget for next year?
Don't know, I wasn't part of that process.
I wasn't either.
Sonia, did you get invited to, budget process for next year?
No.
I think that would have been handled by Jeff. It kind of trickles down,
Yeah.
right, Stoney?
Yeah, we don't own the line items.
No.
Jeff owns it.
Oh,
Jeff
yeah.
does.
Jeff owns the trustees, Evan owns the BAC.
Alright.
Okay, okay.
And I know that we have 5,000 next year because Bob, last time we were in Evan's office is when he increased it.
Okay,
Do we have 5 this year? That's,
okay,
okay.
all right.
I
So
think
then,
So,
All right, hold on. So
Yeah,
before
sure.
we go way down a rabbit hole.
yes,
Yeah,
We have a motion and a second on the table for the 8 wreaths.
for the 8 wreaths, yes.
Can we take care of that business first?
Yes, well, should we amend?
Good catch.
Should we amend the motion?
amend it and get more.
And spend it all?
Yeah.
I'd say we go,
do we have anything else on the table for budget that?
Okay, so if we,
I do.
If
I do.
Matt amends his motion-
No, but I'm
purchase.
saying if we're gonna buy $2,000 worth, that leaves $3,000. Like, do we have anything else that's coming up that we'd be like, oh, we probably should only bought half versus buying all of them at once?
I'm not concerned.
Jeff has,
Okay.
they've already bought all the flags the town needs for the Memorial Day.
Right.
Okay.
And then,
Flagpoles, for example, were $800,
Yeah.
They're more than that.
but one was
Total was 22 something.
installed.
22 to get them, and then here, no charge to install them.
yeah, but the flagpoles weren't coming out of our money.
That's what I wanted to question.
But I mean, we're not putting up buildings, we're not
No.
carving
No.
monuments, we're,
no, yes,
so.
So I'd be fine with doing them all at once.
okay.
I think that'd be easier.
That way, this year, if we can get them before Memorial Day, get rid of the old ones.
It's a
new
big
ones.
order for 3 weeks, though.
Hey,
So it sounds like you're gonna get your wreaths,
Okay,
and then are you gonna be responsible for tracking them down and, I mean, I can help you with the
Chase-
paperwork as far as purchasing, but
Yeah.
you chase down the product.
chasing down the product.
Okay, so now we wait for the amended motion and
And are we also buying some additional containers?
storage.
We'll have to, I think. But we wanna look at what they have and make sure that the ones we're gonna buy will fit into the cases they have.
And they're using just big bins, right?
Yeah.
Andy?
They're basically Tupperware is what
But
they
are they wide enough, what we're gonna get, are they any bigger than what they have now? Cause the ones they have now barely fit the ones, the wreaths,
Right,
okay?
all right, so,
There's no rule that says we can't make two separate purchases.
right,
One for wreaths and one for
so,
bins.
Yeah.
they, obviously, if they get shipped, they're gonna come in a cot.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're already in a cot. Once we get them, then we can
Yeah.
go.
Well, and if we got a storage
We've got
here
until, as you
that's out
said,
of
we
the
have
elements,
until-
if they're getting stored in a box, it's
Right.
not as
Yeah.
something
Getting
you need to worry
stored up
about
in the
being.
mezzanine is different than being stored in the shed, so.
And we
Yes, it
have
does.
enough
At least it's
time
controlled in here.
to go to wherever and buy
Yeah.
Tupperware.
Because even with the Tupperware, you could go to Home Depot, Walmart locally and buy it versus.
Sometimes you can go to Walmart, sometimes, and talk to the people, and veterans get a hell of a deal on,
Okay, all right,
So,
so,
sounds like, 80,
That was the
Right.
number.
yeah.
so 72, which we currently have, plus 8 on the common.
Mhm.
And then with bins, I'm guessing we'll get some kind of volume discount,
mhm.
if we're buying 80, so 2,500.
Well,
I think so.
there's nothing saying that we have to vote right now on the bins. We can wait until June and vote on the bins.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, there's no
Yes.
I guess what, I think if we need them, I think we should just buy them. And we don't have to spend the money just because we authorize up to a certain amount. If we don't need them, we don't need them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
All right,
But we might as well
but the
just
money,
make
then the
the
money is
motion.
appropriated to do it,
That's right.
and we don't, like the other one, we don't have to take it off.
Exactly. All right, so I will amend my motion from 8 weeks to 80, and bins as appropriate. And I'll amend the not to exceed amount to 2,500.
I second that motion.
Okay, discussion on the amended motion.
Yes. What about stands?
Stands,
Do we already buy the scrap metal to build the stands for the wreaths?
well, because it's a separate agenda item, does that have to be?
they're gonna have to hang them on
He didn't-
something.
Well, I didn't know if it had
Well,
to be
don't they
handled
already have
separately.
the
They have stands now to hang what they have for wreaths, but
No.
are our wreaths gonna hang on that?
Okay, so the next agenda item, you're right, is to buy the metal to make make the hangers, okay? That's a simple purchase that, was, I didn't have metal in it?
Nothing about hangers.
Oh, sorry. Whoops. Okay, well, I had sent him a separate message to say, maybe it was too late to put it on the agenda. Okay,
So, all right, so here's my
Here's the
thing.
deal.
I don't wanna start connecting dots that we haven't been asked to connect.
Okay.
So,
Yes,
let's buy wreaths,
yes.
and if they don't think they're gonna fit on racks, we'll circle back and buy the racks. But I mean, one task at a time.
Okay.
I think that's smart, and if we can do this
Yeah.
by
Because like we don't want to
Memorial
buy more stands if the ones they have work.
Day, we need to order now, and I'm sure we can figure out the mounting one.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm really confident our money's not gonna disappear.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I did speak with Jeff last night at the meeting about the hangers.
Yeah.
So, we're good there. All right, so let's just stay with the wreaths for now, because that's what's on the agenda.
Okay.
We'll stay with that. We have a motion made, seconded, just a matter of.
Any other discussion, Stoney?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, roll call vote, Andy,
Aye.
Lucas,
Aye.
Matt?
Aye.
Sean?
Aye.
And Bob votes aye. So,
Justin votes aye.
did I get you? I thought I.
No, skip the note. You're not here.
Mute your mic.
Can we come?
All right, this is your favorite item, Andy. Anything you wanna do before we close?
I'm gonna bring something up that has not been put on our agenda, but about 2015, we bought 900 of the flag holders to replace all of the bronze ones that have been stolen because they no longer lock the cemeteries at night. So we wanna replace all the bronze, cause they're like $35 at a pop then, they're at 60 now.
I mean, the emblem.
The round
Yeah,
emblem
yeah.
with the flag holder so I don't have to stick American flags on the ground, okay? But the $5 ones are now $21.99. I've done a lot of research and I have found a company that is called Carrot Top. And they have given me some figures, all right? Now, they are stock, everybody can buy them, off the street, $13.99 a piece. Okay? If we buy 25, it's $13.49. If we buy 50, it's $12.49. If we buy 100, it's $11.99. If we buy 250, it's $11.49. Okay, these are the cheapest prices anybody has all over the internet. I'm looking at, they're telling me that the price would be for 250 of these things at $11.49 to get the best price is $3,128.82.
Is this in Jeff's wheelhouse though?
Jeff is asking me to come here tonight and ask if we
Okay.
can do this. He doesn't. He's got money in his little kitty, but it's not specifically for Grafton. What he's got left that won't cover this.
Gotcha, okay.
I've been telling him for 5 years now that these things are going up, and I've asked the town to buy 150 or 175 of these things every year, and they've deferred not to buy them. Now, these are, like I said, this is probably the last straw I can get, the best price I can get, if we get 250 of these things. All right, do I need 250 of them? No, right now I have none because I put the last 21 that I had out this afternoon, okay? We bought 900 of these things. We've probably bought another 200 and 225 since 2015. They're plastic. They're out in the sun. They break. They get, believe it or not, the kids love to take them because they make great targets for .22 target shooting. I found that out. I'll get the little bugger that did it. If I find him, he's going to be missing hands. The other one is out at Pine Grove. They take the heads of these things and skip them across Hayes Pond. I've had one kid out there with scuba gear getting what he could get out because I threatened him with bodily harm if he didn't get them. Okay, but they do disappear. I got 13 that was taken out of Fairview Cemetery last fall. Who took them? I have no idea. I got to replace them. Okay, I refuse to put American flags in the ground. I said that before. So, this thing says if we have the total price for 250 of these things right after, like everybody else can buy with that discount for the quantity, $31.28.82 minus the tax brings it down to $29.49, and then they're going to give us a 10% discount off the top of the order. So our bottom line is $26.54.36. Okay, for 250 of them, and that's $11.49. It's the best price I can get. But I do not need them for Memorial Day, Stoney. Okay,
Yeah.
but I don't know how long you'll hold that quote for me.
Jeff sent me an email on this, and he's only asking for 100.
Okay, 100 will give you
So that would be $11.99.
$11.21.49 for 100.
Yep. And that's doable compared to the 2,000 because we just spent 2,500 on a wreath.
Yep.
So can I make a suggestion, Stoney?
Yep.
So why don't we ask Jeff to place the order and then give us the invoice, and then I can process the invoice,
I like that idea.
rather than having us do the footwork and chase it down.
Right.
Because once I get the document, the financial director, Mary Loria, gave me the steps and procedures to pursue these purchases. So if Jeff does the heavy lifting and just hands me the invoice, I can take care of it.
Right. Remember, this is not an agenda item, so I don't know how we cover that, Stoney, but I bring it to you and so did Jeff, so.
Well, we're talking about it,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we just did. So I will send an email, because I'm drafting up an email now to let Jeff know. We just spent half of our money. And I'll let him know that we're good if he wants to buy the flag markers. And then he'll just send us he'll give us the invoice once he's got it.
Matt?
And we'll handle it that way.
yeah, I was just gonna say, so since we don't need them for Memorial Day, we could just authorize the spending in the next meeting.
Yeah, as long as we get them before the end of the budget, because I don't wanna put this on, if we have money left over, I want it spent on this before
Sure,
6:30.
makes sense.
Okay, Stoney?
Yeah, so, which, honestly though, this is a little weird to me because Jeff controls this money for it. So he should be able to go in, like our trustees' money is controlled by him. So he should be able to go in and submit the invoice against us if we give him a thumbs up, right?
Yeah, I guess in theory, but
We have to approve it so he can purchase it.
But there's, I have a specific account number that I charge these things to, given to me by Mary, so, maybe it would be quicker if I did it, I don't know, I guess. It was just an idea.
Okay. I'll just let him know that, I'll let him know to reach out to you. Do we need to do a vote either way? I mean, I know we did the vote earlier just to have it on record. Do we need to do a motion for this one as well?
Well, it'd be kind of the same thing, it's, we're not,
The other way to do it is to authorize, paying the invoice. So you can do it on the back end, if we wanna do it that way. So if we're getting invoice from, we can just authorize,
and then it's on the books and we don't have to worry about deadlines.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, alright,
Oh,
so I'll take a motion if somebody's got it.
yeah, I'll let him know.
Well, we would make that motion when we have the invoice in.
When we actually physically have the invoice,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
We can go forward with it.
yeah, alright, so that's what we'll do. Everybody's kinda straw poll, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
That's good.
Alright, you good, Stoney?
The only other thing is, Andy needs Evan or the town to make the purchase for, the Vietnam Memorial Plaque.
Yes. I
So
prove,
we just need to talk to, I'm not for sure who, at the town. The money's there, Evan's already promised half, we got the other half from the grant, so we just need to get the purchase going in, so then the invoice.
What was the total cost?
no total cost yet, unfortunately.
Okay.
What this deal was, I had 7 quotes. We decided that I should probably pick the one that will do the best job for us. I looked at all the quotes. Now, this is the lowest quote. It's not lowest by the normal means. What has been dictated to me on this project through Crown Trophy is they do not want to make a dime on this project. They said they make enough, they make their profit on making trophies. This is a good deal for them, it's a good deal for us, because they want to make it, whatever it costs to make it, they will charge us. They have their own foundry, they have all their own people that make this thing. It's a cast bronze, 100% cast bronze plaque.
Were we bringing this project to Evan? Do you remember, Stoney? Is that what?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we got the SRAB grant for 8,000 through this committee. We got Evan to commit to matching it. Now, we could spend $17,000. Four of the 7 quotes were for $16,900. Okay, we could spend that if we wanted to. We have the money. But why? If this guy's going to give us the same quality as the one that's hanging on the wall for 10 plus, and he figures, I have another one for 13.5, so I told him that, and he says, I'll work within the 13.5 and the 10, and that will work. The 13.5 was from a company that contacted me. I don't know who contacted them, but they contacted me, wanted to make our plaque. And they said they could make it for 11 something. But I checked, I says, I don't think you can make it for 11 because everybody else that I have is at 15 and up. And he checked, he come back and he says, oh God, you're right. We're talking aluminum, a little bit of a little cheaper.
Well,
We,
Bob, to your question, I don't know if it has to come from Evan. We just need somebody from the town.
To commit to the rest.
Like, we just need the town to get billed. So I don't know how we do that. If we can put.
Well, yeah, that was gonna be
Yeah.
my question was,
Yeah.
so we're all in agreement, we're gonna drive this project home, how do we do that?
Yeah, that.
So I don't know if this is another one of those, we do the invoice.
Well,
Then-
I would feel more comfortable talking to Evan first, if I was to ask him and say, okay, the project for the plaque,
We need a cutout number.
we need a firm, yeah, that's probably the first thing he
Yeah.
would say, is what's the firm number, which
Right.
we don't have,
Right.
so. But if Evan, if I came to you with a firm number, how do you want us to proceed?
Pay it up to.
Yeah. So I think that's the only thing that we need for this, and then we can go ahead and move forward on it.
Cause if it's over 10 grand, I'm gonna have to submit a purchase order,
Oh, yeah, it's over 10.
so.
Yeah.
So I can take care of filling that out, but,
And Andy's already run down all the quotes, so we have all the quotes for it. We've already done the motion on the plaque, the names, and the company. So
Okay.
all the legwork is,
Right.
or
And
all
they-
the official work is done.
the problem is the purchase orders is my next question. So if we're gonna spend up to X, the purchase orders are a little bit more specific than that.
Mhm.
I mean, they're, you know, the total is actual dollars and cents, so,
One of our previous agendas, I can send it to you because I put all of the, anticipating this, I put all of the quote information, I attached it. I think it was the, yeah, it's the
Are we
April.
are we
agenda.
changing who's
So
gonna
I'll
make it?
email it to you.
Okay.
It's basically broken down by, pre-grant quote, post-quote, it has shipping and handling on here and everything, and it's got the companies.
okay, so if you send me the details, then I can touch base with both Evan and Mary. Because as far as accounting is concerned, I mean, Evan will say yes, and then the accounting is, I'll definitely go talk to Mary to find out the proper way to pursue this.
Right, this guy, Andy, who was my contact at Crown, he should probably be in that discussion too, so they can set what their top number would be, so if we can do a purchase on it.
Okay.
With-
So I'll take that on tomorrow, Stoney.
I'll give you his,
And Stoney will send me the numbers and we'll be.
okay. Now, they sent me, I sent them a file, they put it in, that it was in alphabetical sequence with 196 names. They put it on a project, graphic display, and they sent it back to me and they said, okay, this is what it's gonna look like. What I want you to do now is look at it, and every character, specific letters, every name from first name through last name through the first name, whether it's junior, senior, the third, or whatever will fit nicely and evenly on 6 columns. Okay, and none of the columns, thank God, were longer than 22, so everything fit nice. It was, oh my God, something actually happened nice. Okay, so it fits. So I found that the copy I'd given him was a draft. We had added like 12 names, so I contacted him with my additional 12 names, and I contacted him with the changes in a few of the middle initials are wrong. Some didn't have commas or periods after them and that kind of stuff. I cleaned it all up, sent it back to him. We have 100% proof. It's proof now, and they're ready to produce.
Great.
Okay, so they're ready to go forward. I said, how long do you think you're gonna make it? And he says, probably 12 weeks. Okay? I says, so he says, it'll definitely be here for for Veterans Day. So that'd be nice.
Cool.
Great.
And I've talked to Mr. Berger, and he said with the mounting that's on the existing one, if they can come and look at the existing one to do the same mounting on the second plaque, it should fit nicely in the wall right next to the first one. The specifications are none of these guys made the original one. They're all trying to do something that some haven't done before. Crown has, and won an NEC trophy up in Fitchburg or something like they have too. But the rest of them just take it and give it to somebody else to do, and they'll give it to you when it's done.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, you know, we, as Tony had said earlier, we'd already went through approving Crown to be the vendor.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think we're ready to go.
Yeah. I talked to this guy Andy yesterday. I says, "Are we ready?" He says, "Yeah. All we need is a contract with the town. We'll go forward."
Okay, good.
Okay. So.
All right, so I'll pursue it tomorrow, Stoney, and both as far as administration and finance goes, and then I'll report back to you.
Sounds good.
Okay.
That was the only thing I had.
All right, next meeting is Thursday, June 8th, 7 p.m. right here.
Okay.
And all we need now is a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Okay, by roll call vote, Stoney,
Aye.
Matt,
Aye.
Sean,
Aye.
Lucas,
Aye.
Andy,
Aye.
and Bob votes aye. We are adjourned.